Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're doing a comparison between a Ford F-150 Platinum and a Ford F-150 Lariat to see what the differences are. Before we get into this video though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton, Utah for giving me some time with both of the trucks. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you don't already know, Ed Kenley Ford does not charge any sort of markups over MSRP on any of their inventory, so if you want a great deal on a new Ford, reach out to them. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood of the Platinum, we have a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's also paired to a hybrid system. Total system output is 430 horsepower and then 570 pound-feet of torque, with fuel economy being 23 around town and then 23 on the highway. Now this Lariat also has a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 that's paired to a 10-speed, but it's not paired to a hybrid system. So total power outputs with this, 400 horsepower, 500 pound-feet of torque, fuel economy 17 around town, 23 on the highway. You can get the Power Boost powertrain with the Lariat though if you want. Now before we go over the front ends, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the Platinum, you guys can see that it comes standard with the upgraded headlights there, and then look at the grille here in terms of the design and overall finish. We've got parking sensors there at the bottom with the tow hooks, and then comparing that to the Lariat, we've got lots of chrome on the bumper, chrome with the grille, and then look at the grille design, completely different. Now this Lariat happens to have the upgraded lights. I tried to make it so I picked out a Lariat that was pretty similarly equipped to the Platinum, and then you guys can see the tow hooks there at the bottom. Now you can make the Lariat look sportier. That is an XLT, but you can get like a similar package on the Lariat where it's called the Sport package, where it basically makes everything darker essentially with the grille, and then also body paints a bumper. Or you can get a black appearance package on the Lariat, which again, that's also an XLT, but it blacks out the grille, body painted bumper. You guys get the point. So like, you don't have to have chrome on the Lariat, whereas with the Platinum, you can actually also get the black appearance package. I threw you for a curveball there. Anyways, there's the front ends. Around the side here at the Platinum, our tire and wheel setup is 275, 60, 20 in the front and over in the rear, and the Lariat has the exact same setup. Now in terms of wheel design, I mean, yeah, I guess the Lariat wheels look a little bit more chromy to me, if that makes sense, whereas the Platinum wheels are a little bit more of a brushed appearance. And then you guys can see F-150 Platinum, F-150 Lariat. Now this Lariat has the trailer mirrors, whereas this Platinum has the regular mirrors, but you can also get the trailer mirrors on the Platinum. And then we have a Power Boost badge right there. And then look at the door handles. So in the Platinum, it looks like they're still pretty bright chrome, but it seems like the Lariat handles are more like bright, if that makes sense. My English is horrible today. I promise that's my first language. Anyways, there's the sides of the trucks. Now when it comes to the shocks with the trucks, it looks like they are the same. I'm not really seeing a difference between the trucks. And that actually makes sense because both of them have the FX4 package. Now when it comes to key fobs with both the trucks, they are literally identical. So yeah. Now another key difference is going to be payloads. The Lariat has a payload of 1,587 pounds, whereas the Platinum has a payload of 1,286 pounds. And then this Lariat has the 6.5-foot box, whereas that one has the 5.5-foot box. So another difference there, just with these two particular trucks that they're spec'd out. Now this Lariat doesn't have bed liner. It's got the regular outlet here. You got LED light action. And then you guys can see like the measuring chart here. We do have the tailgate step system. And then notice it automatically raises up. With the Platinum, you guys can see the outlet a little bit different, and then you can see with the LED lights, and then notice bed liner with this, and then same tailgate step, and then also, if I can find the button, there we go, it raises up automatically. Now finishing things up with the rest of the rear, the biggest difference is, notice we just have like the traditional Ford logo there in the center, whereas here we've got Platinum that's just massive and stamped into the tailgate, body painted bumper. But like I said, if you get the Lariat with the Sport package or the black appearance package, then you have a body painted bumper in the rear as well. Other than that though, taillights and all that, they're the same. Now popping inside of the Lariat, you guys will notice here with the trim at the top of the door panel that goes across, and then look at the padding down below. This is something you're going to want to pay attention to. And then also a little insert there with the cup holder, and then more storage down below. We have power side steps here with this Lariat. And then here are the seats. Notice how it's perforated in the center portion. Now I do want to mention the padding here on the Lariat. We'll kind of compare that to the Platinum in just a moment. I've sat in plenty of Lariat seats and plenty of Platinum seats, so don't worry. And then you guys can see here with the cup holders You got the heated seats, got the outlets there, and then also we have under seat storage as well. But comparing that over to the Platinum, notice we've got nicer leather trim on the door panel. We got suede as well, so it looks a lot more premium basically. And then look at the wood trim there. And then you guys can see here at the top of the seat, and then also the Platinum logo there, and then perforated all down the center portion. And these seats are definitely softer compared to the Lariat seats. So that's one of the big benefits. They also look, obviously they look better, but they're softer. But then all your other functions there in the center, those are all the same. And then you still have like your under seat storage. And then popping to the front of the Platinum, you guys can see again that theme continues with the really nice leather and the suede. And then also down below, all of our window controls, notice front two are automatic. You got your mirror adjustments, the mirrors do power fold in, memory seat functionality, more of that wood trim, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then speaker for the Bang & Olufsen sound system. And then here's the front look at the speaker there in the headrest, Platinum logo. You can see perforated all down the center portion. And then we've got our power adjustments here on the side, Platinum yet again. And then our pedal adjustment, light control right there. And then your mirror lights, tailgate drop down. Steering wheel's power adjustable. And then we'll pop in. Oh yeah, those seats are so comfy. So with the steering wheel, you notice it says Platinum there at the bottom, and then you can see again with that brown stitching. Really nice leather trim around the steering wheel. And then we do have the full digital gauge cluster here in the Platinum with all the different drive modes that we can go through, just like other F-150s. And then something else I mentioned is the dash material here. Oh, you got some nice brown stitching with that. And then you guys can see there for the outlet. And then you got that for the camera, the parking assist, your stability control, and then there is hill descent control because again, FX4 off-road life. This has a full 360 camera system as well. You got the bed camera on top of that. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, response time's great. You have this little auxiliary tab there on the side. Now, normally a big differentiating factor for the Platinum is the fact that it'll have the multi-contour seats with a massage function. Ford has that on constraint right now, so this doesn't have either of those. So there's not going to be like massage function that you can basically activate here in the infotainment system because the truck doesn't have it. Anyways, we got trailer brake controls down below, and then you guys can see the driveline select. Notice we got 2-wheel high, 4-wheel auto, 4-wheel low, locker there in the rear, and then our radio controls, heated seats, and this is a 22 Platinum, so that's why you've got a heated steering wheel. For the 23s, no heated steering wheel because that's also constrained, just how things work right now. Wireless phone charging pad down below. And then also you've got that nice wood trim that you guys probably saw throughout the rest of the interior there. And then you got the fold down shifter, some cup holders, got the Platinum logo here at the top. And this has the workbench center console, again, really nice with the leather trim and the suede there in the center. And then same thing with the glove box. You can see it's got the double glove box, but you got the nice wood trim on the face. And yeah, storage space inside. And then we have a power sliding rear window. And then panoramic sunroof. Now comparing that to the Lariat, so you guys can see the door panel itself, just not as nice with the material use. I can tell you like the feel of it isn't as premium. All the rest of the controls here are pretty much the same, but this having the trailer mirrors means we have the extend function, which is pretty cool. But all the other features I went over in the Platinum, that's all the same there. And then still the speaker in the headrest. But again, you guys can see here with the front seats, just not as premium looking as what you have in the Platinum. This stuff, all the same as well. And then, starting it up, ooh. So first off with the steering wheel, it feels pretty similar to the Platinum. It obviously doesn't look as premium, but the feel of the steering wheel itself is pretty similar. Gauge cluster, that functions identically. And then we still have a 360 camera system, so that's the same. This doesn't have any button for the outlet because it doesn't have the same outlet there on the bed, so you don't need that. Still have the hill descent control though. And then we've got the same driveline select with rear locking differential. And then you guys can see here, we've got our heated, cooled seats. This is a 23, so that's why we don't have the heated steering wheel there. And then you guys can see here with the fold down shifter. This one doesn't have the workbench center console, it's just the regular center console. And then look at the face on the glove box. And then the dash is actually the same, like the material use feels the same as the Platinum, so there's no difference there. And then we still have like the power sliding rear window and all that, and then panoramic sunroof as well. So after going over the options, it looks like these trucks are pretty fairly equipped. Obviously the Lariat having the 6.4 box makes it a little bit of an oddball, but I do want to mention that would lower the cost a little bit, but not by an insane amount. And so with this Lariat, it stickers for $77,500, and then with that Platinum, it stickers for $79,500. If we had them equipped identically as 23s, both 5.5 foot boxes, and both with the power boosts, they basically would be pretty much the same price. And so at this point, I'm not sure why you'd buy a fully loaded Lariat. I think that even though the Platinum doesn't have the massaging seats anymore, like, yeah. So I realized I just kind of gave my final impressions, but seriously, like, this is crazy that a Platinum is now like this, or maybe this is just how it always has been. A Platinum is the same price as a loaded up Lariat, and so I kind of question as to why someone would go for a loaded up Lariat when you could get a Platinum. I'm trying to, like, honestly, I'm trying to think of the benefits, because, like, I mean, feature-wise and everything, they're identical, but again, the Platinum has a slightly nicer interior, it's got nicer seats, and once, you know, Ford is no longer constrained, then it'll have massaging seats again, and it'll have the multi-contour seats, and so then it'll just be the nicer truck. So if you're gonna get more of like a quote-unquote baseline Lariat, then I think that that's definitely a better value, because you're still getting heated and cooled seats, you're still getting like a nice luxury truck with a nice luxury interior, but if you're gonna get a loaded up Lariat, just go Platinum. I mean, when it comes to the pricing and everything, it makes more sense.